And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Hunt. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Number 20.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit for him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for... He's got him in, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 82 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Ross. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Bridgewater on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd and a yard, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Rose. He'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
13 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's airing it out for Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Dancing to his left. Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Complete. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Ruggs, incomplete.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. On the counter, Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's a run to Wilson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
We saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it this time. Traffic and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 17. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At the 46-yard line.
Get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The left side completion to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run it with Jacobs, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Jacobs, the ball.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Bridgewater now. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jacobs now. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Bengals 14.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mikel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. You don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down.
Corey Littleton on the tackle.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 more yards there and another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Here's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Raiders 28, Bengals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to let it flop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
3 yards on the play.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.